Well, welcome, traders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another edition. We are live, aren't we? I think so anyway. All righty. All right. Welcome, welcome. All righty, guys. Welcome to today. I tried to do a live stream yesterday, and for some reason, Google has completely changed the whole backend, and I was all kind of confused. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? So, in any event, it seems like I found a backdoor access to get back to the normal way that I normally do these updates, which is pretty cool. So that's why I'm doing it today. So before I start, guys, we're going to be going through the markets today. I'm going to be sharing with you what I see in the markets, and then we'll be going from there. So let me get started off with the typical disclaimer there, guys, and then we'll get started in today's sort of market update. And for you guys that have been following along with market updates, you probably know, right, about I've been talking about a potential reversal happening in the markets, and especially in the transports, and that's sort of what we actually got. It's actually pretty much what we got. So the market was telling us something, we're going to get a reversal. So from this here, guys. So guys, do not place a trade based on what you'll see in this session today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making money in the markets. Yeah, this is just educational only to help you become a much better trader in the markets. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So just a quick little announcement, guys, before we get started. Probably in April. What's today? March, April, maybe late April, maybe even May. I'm going to be running my platinum event, which simply means I hire out a multi-million-dollar house on the water. It's generally on the Gold Coast in Australia. You, 5 other people and myself, we all live in the same house. So you come and live with me for a whole week or for 3 or 4 days. And throughout that time, I bring a private chef in to take care of all our food. And I throughout the day, I'm teaching, and then I'm also trading the Forex market, the futures market, and also the stock market live in front of you every single day to share with you exactly my routine. You'll be able to see my routine, how I set up my days, when it comes to, you know, the morning rituals that I do, the meditation, all that sort of stuff, my eating habits and all that sort of stuff. So because it is a house, guys, I only have 5 people. I haven't set exact dates yet, but if you're interested, that's going to be late April, probably late April, maybe even May. It's 3 or 4 days. If that is interest of you guys, then just email me at Howell, HOWELL, trader@gmail.com. Howell, trader@gmail.com. Just let me know if you want to get access to that. Once again, you live in it's not a seminar room, okay? You live with me for 3 or 4 days. And I bring a private chef in, and throughout the day, you actually live with me, and so you'll be able to see my routines, and I'll be able to teach you throughout the day. It's like 12 hour plus per day, and I'm teaching, but I'm also trading throughout the day as well too. Morning, I'll be trading the stock market, and then as I get into the afternoon, you'll be able to see my routine of how I look at the futures markets, how I look at the Forex markets, how I trade the 1-minute charts, 2-minute charts, 5-minute charts, daily charts, routines, and exactly what I'm looking for. I teach you my #1 strategy, everything through there. So when you leave this event, it's a jam-packed event there. So once again, guys, this is unlike anything else you've experienced in your life, because once again, you're actually living with me. So you know, it's not like we go to separate places. You'll be able to see who I am as a person, and so on and so forth. So if that interests you guys, then go check that out. But guys, let's actually get straight into the markets now. And one thing I want to share with you is this, okay? Looking at this here, I was talking about last week about the transportation average and how the volume here was telling us that we could be getting some sort of short-term, or could be getting some sort of a bounce here on the transports. And it's really interesting, right? I was talking about that, saying, you know, I'm expecting some sort of a bounce here. And that's actually pretty much what we got, right? We can see we had a nice pullback down to support and then a nice bounce from there. So that was actually really interesting to see that the volume there was telling us that we're probably going to get some sort of bounce. Now, where to from here? We don't know, but moving now through to the Dow Jones, we can see that that the Dow Jones is definitely it's not rallying back up strongly, but we just got we definitely didn't get any follow through today, which is not a strong sign. So it'll be really interesting to see what actually happens through here, whether we do get some sort of rollover. And the interesting thing is I'm looking at things like the S&P, right? The interesting thing about this, guys, that I'm looking at the markets right now, we got the short-term bounce, which was I was expecting. But the thing that I'm looking at here, guys, is that we've done so much price here, so much price, that the thing is that price and time need to be balanced. And what I mean by that is because we've done so much price here, we need to have a bit of time, which means we need to have a pullback of some sort. So we could be getting ready to go through a bit of gyrations here for a while, maybe a bit of a sideways movement for a while before we actually decide what we're going to do here, because we've had so much, because it's been going up for so long, that the market needs a bit of a break first and a bit of a pullback, maybe a sideways movement. So it'll be really interesting to see what actually happens through here. But if we do break above these levels through here, then probably new highs is on its way. So it'd be really interesting to see that. Looking at things like same thing for the NASDAQ as well too. You can see what's happening through here. The NASDAQ is actually looking pretty strong. But if I go have a look at the transports, one thing I'm looking at the transports is this, is that yes, we did have a run up and we actually got a nice pullback on the transports. And you can see we've got a nice bounce through here on the transports. If we fail to break above this new high, this is probably going to make some sort of lower high. And then if we create some sort of lower high and then we roll back over and start to create a new low in the markets, so lower high breaking of previous lows, then we could start to see another sell-off in the transports and back down towards these lows. In the transports, that is. The Dow Jones and the S&P and all those other markets are actually a lot stronger in the markets right now. So if I blow this up and have a real good look at it, yeah, so as you can see, right, we had a nice sharp drop down and then we had a nice sharp rally back up. This is called two price phases, by the way, guys. If you're not sure, the market generally works in price time. When the market goes through two price phases, that's what generally creates a bit of a V bottom. And as you can see here, right, this is a price phase, which means a sharp directional move, either up or down. And you can see here, this is here, and then then we had a nice sharp price phase through here. Then we had a pullback. And you can see what's actually going on through here right now. So you can see we're probably going to get a bit of a sideways move through here for a while, guys, because the market needs to have a bit of a breather first. So probably going to have, probably looks like we maybe even go through a bit of gyrations here for a while, maybe up, down, bit of a sideways volatility, what we call the time phase, which is the unpredictable phase. It's probably going to get volatile. You know, one day up, one day down, one day up, one day down. Only because we've been going up for so long. If you think about this as using energy, it's been using energy for quite some time. Now the market needs a bit of a breather. And that's where we are right now with that. If you look at things like the IWM, same sort of thing too, right? Like we're actually going down and we had a little rally back up, but definitely not a strong movement up. But once again, guys, we've had so much movement up through here, and we've definitely created a higher high on the IWV. And if we go to the IWM, same sort of thing as well too. The IWM actually had a bigger drop down. The problem with IWM, as you can see here, right, is that we had a nice rally back up through here, which created a higher high. It looks like it's trying to create some sort of high low, but the volume here has been very, very, very low here. So there's not a lot of conviction yet to say we're likely to continue up from here. So we may be getting ready. And this is where flowing with the market, guys, is so important, because we may be getting ready. If we do create some sort of lower high, then we could be getting ready to roll back over again. It's a very, very, very tricky area where we are right now. Now, if we move on to the silver and gold market, this is the gold market through here, and we can see that we definitely have bounced off through here. But notice we're not getting strong. We're not getting a strong bounce. Now remember, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. And now what ended up happening is that the market did what? The market then created a lower low. That there's no one in control right now. Means the bulls are not in control and the bears are not in control, right? There's no one in control where we are right now. And so therefore we're probably going through a bit of a gyration period, right? Which is unpredictability. One day up, one day down. We're definitely not getting a strong rally, are we? We're not getting the buyers coming out of the woodworks here. So That's definitely interesting to see. We're definitely getting a bounce off my long-term trend line and this overall major support level, but we're definitely not getting a big bounce. So probably a bit of a sideways movement through there for a while. Now, if we do go sideways for a while, this overall weekly chart, as you can see, the bigger picture on this weekly gold chart is, as you can see here, right, we're squeezing up into some sort of a triangle pattern, you know. And if I bring up, say, the candlestick chart with nothing on it, so you can see, get a bit more clearer view. Look at that there, guys. Look at that there. And if I just, let me delete that, and let me delete this here. Bam, bam. All right, so let me delete that. As you can see, right, like we're getting very, we actually broke out of this channel, came back into it, and now we're squeezing up. I'm telling you right now, guys, this is getting ready. If we hold here right now after this small little pullback, and then we rally up and out on this weekly chart, get ready for a big move to come. Get ready for a big move to come in gold. Like we're going to see a big move to the upside. Now, once again, guys, what did I just say there? I said this, okay? Let me explain what I mean here. Now, this is the weekly chart here, by the way, guys. So it takes 1 week for the form of bars and so on and so forth. But as you can see here, right, if we definitely hold here, we've had a move up, we've had a small little pullback. And if we start to slowly crawl up through here, and then suddenly get a big breakout bar like that, that's probably going to be, or if I just do this here, and we get if we hold here, and then we start to get a move up, so maybe a small little bar, small little weaker, and then suddenly we get a big breakout bar, something like this here, that's breaking above all these resistance levels, by the way, like all through here, all that level through there. You know what? Forget that line. This is the channel through here. If we get that there, guys, this is what's known as a blast off set-off, a blast off setup. Now, for you guys that are actually part of my, or for you guys that actually have access to the actual trading system, you know, the actual trading course. And if you guys don't, then you can get access to the trading course here. In the trading course, right? In the trading course, I'll talk about the blast off system. This is a textbook blast off setup. Now, why do I call it the blast off system? Because when you get setups like this, 70% of the time when it breaks, it just goes bananas. It just goes and just takes off. Right? Because it squeezes up and squeezes up and squeezes up, and then we get this small little high low and then a big breakout. So gold right now on the weekly chart, that is, guys, on the weekly chart, daily, we can get a lot of fillers up and down, but keep an eye on that weekly chart, because once again, guys, if we hold here and we start to rally back up and we get a nice, good, solid close above that 1350 level, get ready for a big move to come in gold. And we're going to probably make a very sharp run to my little thing that I just drew on the screen here. I'm just kidding, guys. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. So, as we can see here, right, guys, like probably to this level through here. So probably to this 1550 to 1600. We're probably going to make a pretty quick move to there. And I know that sounds pretty crazy, guys, but that's what my analysis is showing right now. So daily chart's a bit different, but now, when I say pretty quick move, it may take a month to get there, but we're definitely likely to start to see gold actually break out if that happens. So gold is definitely looking very strong, guys, on this weekly chart here. I mean, sorry, no, gold is definitely in a bit of a sideways movement right now, but on that weekly chart, keep an eye on for that, because that thing's getting ready to take off like there's no tomorrow. Now, moving on to silver. All right, so what's happening with silver? High, low, double top. Breaking down now, strong sellers through here, which created what? A lower low. It actually made a lower low compared to the previous two lows. So that's actually a weak sign. And now we're getting a bit of a rally up. Now, the question you must ask yourself is, are we getting a strong rally up, or is it a weak rally up? And as you can see, right, we had one strong up bar, but the last couple of bars so far anyway, the last couple of candles so far, has been what? Has been quite weak in the markets. Has been quite weak. So therefore, that tells me, if you look at this here, we've had a nice strong move down, and now we're getting pretty much a bit of a weak move back up again. If we create some sort of lower high through here, guys, in silver, some sort of lower high, and we start to break, especially this $15 level, we're probably going to come down and test the lows again. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, But that's how that's the reason why we flow with the market. And right now, flowing with the market is like there's no one definitely in control of silver, right? Yes, we had a move up. Now we could easily get a rally back up again. That's obviously anything can happen in the markets, right? But right now there's no one clearly in control. There is no one clearly in control of silver. And if you keep looking at that weekly chart once again, you can see this weekly chart once again is still knocking on the door of this resistance level through here. So what you want to be doing is you just want to be staying, if with silver right now, just like gold, we're probably going to go through a bit of a gyration period for a while, and then we're likely to break out and do something. So that's that bit through there and what's happening through there. And also things like the GDX and GDXJ, as you can see, right, we're getting a very, very, very nice move back to the upside. Now, because we did create a lower low, it'll be really interesting to see whether we do continue up from here and break this. Once again, if we do continue up and we start to get a break back above 23, then we're probably going to continue back up again. But as you can see, we created some sort of lower low. So there's no one clearly in control right now, a bit of an indecision right now in GDX. And the same thing for the GDXJ as well too. So we create a lower low, the market's rallying up. So we could be creating some sort of lower high through here soon. Again, very, very, very indecision. There's no one clearly in control. And whenever I'm teaching my private clients, guys, I always tell them only trade when someone's clearly in control. Only trade when someone's clearly in control, meaning we're clearly in a direction. So we have a low, we have a lower low, and then now we're rallying back up again. So it'd be really interesting to see what's happening through there. The SIL and the SILJ, they're much more trickier as well too. They're doing the same thing as well, creating a lower low. But we've been in such a big down weekly trend through here that the silver stocks are actually not looking as strong. Like this SILJ chart, like this really needs to get back above this $10 level for it to be some sort of if it does get back above the $10 level over here on the weekly chart, there's a weekly chart here, then that could be the start of a next big move up there. But we have to get back above there first for things to start to really, really change in this market. And you can see my trend line, right? Look where it actually resistance all through here, and look at actually a bang smack on, and then it rejected once again. So that's what's happening there right now, guys. I'm on the silver and gold, the silver markets, the gold markets, and so on and so forth. Let's go through and have a look at some of the top movers today to see bullish or bearish. So let's actually go through. You know what? Let's go to the tech stocks. See what are the biggest movers today. See if we've got anything through here. Let's go look at Apple for a minute. All right, so Apple has continued to rise up through here. Bear in mind, guys, okay, this is where it's so important that you keep an eye on that higher time frame. The weekly chart is always a key telling sign. I repeat myself, guys. The weekly chart is a telling sign of what the overall picture is telling us. Just because we're getting a rally back up through here, what does that mean? Does that mean have we clearly changed? Have we clearly changed the trend? No, we haven't. Remember, the market works in what? Two phases, either a price phase and a time phase. And if the market does a lot of price, which means it does a big move in one direction, now it needs what? It needs time. It needs basically a pullback against that trend to have a bit of what? To have a bit of a breather. Now, if you look what's happening here on Apple, this here right now is just what? It's just a pullback against the overall trend going down. Look at this weekly chart. This is why it's always important. Whenever I'm trading, the most highest probability trades that I take, guys, is when I have my setup on the daily chart and that weekly chart, I've got that trend with me. Makes sense? So if I'm looking for a bullish setup on the daily chart, I have a nice higher lows on the weekly chart, right? So I'm trading with that weekly trend, which is very, very, very powerful, by the way. But look what we actually have here on this weekly chart. What do we have here? Look at this low through here. That low is clearly lower than this low here, which is significant. This low here, which was significant, right? Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? That simply means not only was it low, but look how strong these sellers were. And now we're getting what? Now we're getting some sort of a pullback through here, right? So a big move down and a pullback. I wouldn't be too surprised, guys, even if we did get a bit more of a rally, I wouldn't be too surprised to see we're actually getting to that point right now, aren't we? A 50 to 60% level where we are right now. And for it to start fail and to create some sort of significant lower high, and then things start to change from there. On Apple. Now, guys, remember, in an upward trend, we need high lows, high lows, high lows, okay? And let me just do this here for a minute. So in an upward trend, someone clearly in control is when the market makes high lows, high lows, high lows through there. But if we come down and make a lower low and then rally up, make a lower high, and then we back down, this lower high, this lower low is a first indication that we might be getting some sort of a change in trend. That's why I was saying on silver, basically the minings, and even silver and gold right now, short term, that's what we could be getting. What we need now is a lower high, breaking the previous lows, and then now the sellers have completely changed the trend. So, and if you look at here, that's exactly what actually happened with the transports. And I was talking about this with my private clients last year with this one here. Look at this here, guys. This was a telling sign that things were about to change, right? This is the transports here. Bam. Right, so this is the transports, and I was telling my private clients, hang on a minute, no, something has changed right now. And the transports right now, we could be getting ready. We may be getting a rally back up right now, but guess what? We could be getting ready for, isn't that just beautiful? Look at that. Anyway, we could be getting ready for what? We could be getting ready for a bit of a short-term change in trend, or a bit of a change in trend on the markets right now. And I was looking at this here. I was doing this last year with my private clients, and because the market was telling me this, and what I mean by that is this. What do we have through here? We have what? We have a low. Look at that there. Look at that there. Look at that sideways movement with small bars and a breakout bar. Look at the beautiful just run on. Anyway, back to the charts. Low, higher low, higher low, higher low, sideways, high, low, pretty much equal low, and then a rally back up. But look what ended up happening. What is this here? This is what? This is a lower low. That's the first indication, just like we're getting what? In Apple right now, that the overall trend has started to change. The overall trend has started to change. Now we rally back up, and as soon as we got this lower high through here, that's when the sellers started to come back into it. Now, no one knows how long that's going to be, but when I was talking to my private clients about this, and I saw, this is the daily chart here, and so this low through here was the lower low. Then we ran back up, and then we actually had this big down bar through here with that big volume spike. I say to my private clients, now it looks like it's about to have that move down, because remember, we're going with that weekly chart. So the purpose of me telling these guys is because the market's always giving us a bit of gauge of what's going on right now, and so on and so forth. And that's why it's always important to keep an eye on that longer term chart, because I'm telling you right now, my most successful trades have been with that longer term time frame. As I'm drinking my tea. So there we go, guys. There's a bit of an update for you today. If you do have any questions in the question box, then let me know. I'm going to go, give me 30 seconds, guys. I'm going to do a little bit of a wee, and then I'll get to the question box. Alrighty, guys. So Cube. John needs to piss every 5 minutes. I'm telling you, Cube, like I drink so much liquid. I drink so much liquid. Well, put it this way. It's 8:45 this morning. I had half a liter of energy drink, basically caffeine hit to take me to the gym this morning. I then had another, and then I had another half a liter of water while I was in the gym. Then I come home, have a half a liter, and in that half a liter, I have lemon, a couple of scoops of green powder, some fish oil, stuff like that. Then on top of that, then I have a green tea with lemon and ginger in it. I've just finished that. And now right next to me, I've got a liter and a half of water, but it's just got some BCAAs and some electrolytes and stuff like that because I'm still pretty much fasting. I haven't eaten this morning. So I use that for the electrolytes and all that sort of stuff. So pretty much there. It's not even 9 o'clock this morning. I've had over a liter and a half of water. Or over a liter and a half of liquid. And then I've got another liter and a half of liquid here. So probably by an hour from now, probably by probably by 10 o'clock this morning, I'd be finished that liter and a half of water or liter and a half of BCAAs with electrolytes. And so therefore I probably would have had close to 3 liters of liquid by 10:30, maybe even 11 o'clock. So yeah, my body needs it. My body absolutely needs the water. And I'll tell you what, guys, you don't realize how much water you need. Like with me, especially, like I go to the gym, and this morning I did weights. It was back day for me, back and biceps. And then also I did 45 minutes of drink on the treadmill. And then the last sort of 5 minutes, it was just like balls to the wall sprinting, stuff like that. Not 5 minutes in total, but yeah. So I'm sweating a lot as well too. And I've noticed myself, guys, and you guys notice it, a lot of people in the afternoon, when they start to feel tired, they will start to go to energy drinks and stuff like that. Now that's okay every now and then. Just as long as you're like, for me, if I have an energy drink, it's more like just some BCAAs and a little bit of caffeine. But most of the time, it's your body needing liquid. I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm not joking. Like in the afternoon, if I'm starting to get tired, maybe 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm starting to get a bit tired, I'll have a liter of water, and I'll throw that down in 5 minutes. Yes, now I do feel bloated at the time, but 10, 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, I'm now starting to feel really, really, really good again because my body is dehydrated. So I drink a lot of liquid. And I try to keep myself as healthy as possible, guys. Like I really do. I really, really, really do. So as you can see, right, like I do all this sort of stuff. And then when I do end up breaking my fast, when I start to eat solids, it's some eggs and a big, large green salad, and then that's basically, it's pretty much what I do most mornings. On top of that, I do my meditating and all that sort of stuff. So I have pretty much a routine that I do every morning just to keep myself healthy. I got to have my health, especially with my kids and so on and so forth. So let's go through the chat box. Hey, Bo, I just saw that there. I shorted the top today. Top in the stock market on the SPY. Really? Okay, good luck to that because we may be getting ready to break up to new highs tomorrow. Well done, Christopher. 280 was obviously a good time to short today. No, Bo. No, don't say congratulations. Smack, Bo. Smack. Naughty, Bo. No, you shouldn't be shorting. You shouldn't be trying to short the highs. That's called luck. That's called gambling. That's called not consistency. Smack, Bo. You come on now. Oil. Hey, John. Oil. Oh, yeah. Looks like now, once again, with oil, the overall bigger picture is we're getting some sort of a pullback through here. So we may get a bit of a rally back up here, guys, but that weekly chart there is still at a point now where we may be getting a bit of a rollover here soon. Again, that's the weekly chart. But on that daily chart, oil is going to blast off, but I'll short it. Jesse. What am I going to do with you? What am I going to do with you, man? You might as well give your money to charity, bro. Seriously. At least you got to be doing something good with it. Still trying to short USO. You're still trying to be right with the market. Anyway, moving on to someone else who actually may even listen. Let's actually continue here. Go give your money to the charity, bro. You're doing my head in. Still doing the same shit over and over again. How does your girlfriend stay with you? Nothing. Tell him to be a man and grow some balls and start to actually stepping up to the plate and start making some changes in his life. He wants to become good at this. I've already saying 15:30. Important. Yesterday I bought the John's trading course for $29. Honestly, I did not expect much for that price. It was curiosity. Okay. And I felt I had to give something back. Okay. To John for all that great videos he shares with us every day, as I cannot afford his mentorship program, unfortunately. Okay. Well, guys, amazing. The content was absolutely great. I have seen a lot of trading courses, but the way John explains how the market works and two powerful strategies is fantastic. One of them is actually a blast-off system. He commented on gold. That said, I sincerely advise anyone who've taken the trading course. The price is absolutely ridiculous compared to the quality of the information. Oh, well, that's the reason why it's like $27. You know, that's the reason why I put that there. No problem, bro. No problem. I really hope you enjoyed that. And that's the reason why I've done that there, guys, you know, to really help people out when it comes to, you know, just getting people started in the markets. You know, I'm not getting rich off $27, guys. Put it that way, or 27 US, so maybe 29 or whatever it is, $30. Buy myself a cup of tea with it. Oil is going down. So does S&P. Maybe. Rav added so much shorts today. This is the I had back in October. Get ready for a drop on indices coming. Smart money is buying bonds. Blah blah blah. Really, Rav? Really? Come on, Rav. Seriously, bro. Are you serious, bro? You are nuts. You've been calling short ever since the market dropped. You're like, oh, look, the market gapped down. The market went down. The market went down. And ever since we've had an update, now you're like, well, this is exactly what I was looking for. Bullshit. There's nothing bearish about this, bro. Stop fighting the market. You've been looking for shorts for so long. You've been trying to time the market. What happens if we do break up and break out of this here and we start to run up to new highs on the SPY? Like, you're doing the wrong thing, bro. You're really, really, really doing the wrong thing right now. You're still trying to guess. You're still trying to hope. You know, for the last 2 or 3, before the last couple of days, as we're having this last move down, you're like, I told you the market's going to go down. I told you the market's going to go down. I told you the market's going to go down. And then we had a little update today. And you're like, oh, I'm adding to it. This is exactly what I was looking for. Bullshit. Stop trying to fight the market. Again, you too should give your money to the charity instead of trading the markets. People just won't learn. Guys, I can't say anything. You know, I spent so many years doing the same shit as well too. Until I said to myself, you know, do I actually really want to become serious about this and actually start to do well out of trading, or do I just want to keep guessing and hoping and, you know, and not build any confidence behind that? Dumb money confidence at 73% and smart money at 40% stocks. Same setup for last October. Rav, just because that's the case doesn't mean the market is going to follow that. Please, man, please. You're doing your head in, man. Seriously. You're doing your head in. So just don't, man. Don't. You really are fighting the markets. You really are trying to pick tops in the markets. And there's no consistency, man. And I'm telling you right now, the way you're trading right now is just out of control. You're way over trading. And then when the market goes against you, now you're trying to be right with the market by trying to find anything to support your evidence for the trade you're in right now, which is completely the wrong thing to do. Because everything you think is going to support the trade then the market just keeps going against you. You're like, what? Why is this market going against me right now? So there is nothing bearish about these markets right now. There's so much more bullishness in these markets right now than bearish. Actually, there is no bearishness in these markets. So stop trying to fight the market, bro. Seriously, it's not doing you any good. It really isn't. Apple puts 140 June 21st expiry. Big gamble, but can produce big payoff. Stop gambling, bro. Seriously, stop gambling. Gamble, guys, you know, and this is where the thing, guys, like this is where you got to ask yourself, how serious are you about trading these markets? Because if you are absolutely serious and you're ready to really take your trading to the next level, then you've got to be in a place where, you know, you say, you know what? Successful traders don't gamble. Don't gamble. They wait for a certain setup. Oh, by the way, guys, that 1.5 liters of liquid that I told you before. Anyway, yeah. If that happens, October 30th, I bought Apple 175 during expiry for $1 and sold at $30 December 20th. Okay. That's called, the thing you got to ask yourself, Rav, is how can you replicate that exact same result or that exact same trade again and again and again and again and again to start to have confidence that no matter what happens, you're going to do really well out of trading. That's what you got to ask yourself, guys. It's not about making money in the markets. You know, anyone can make money every now and then. Anyone can be right, you know, every now and then. But the fact you got to ask yourself is that, okay, I've just made money 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 times. But how is it the way that you're approaching these markets? How is that going to help you long term, right? Because that's what you want to do. You want to have the confidence long term. I'm telling you right now, guys, like with the trading system I trade, I know no matter what happens to me, even if I completely blew myself up, give me 5 or 10 grand trading account and I'll be back where I am right now in probably a couple of years. So you cannot take away what I know about the markets right now. So because I have that foundation. So anyway, let's actually continue here. oh crap. We are not going to all-time highs, John. Rav, come on, bro. Seriously, man. Like, God bless you, John, and God bless everyone in the room. Hey, Dusty. Healthy body, yes, exactly. Come on, Rav, bro. Like, seriously, anything can happen in these markets, Rav. You must understand that by now. If you've been involved in the markets, welcome. Anything can happen. And the thing that you don't think is going to happen is probably going to happen. So throw your ego at the window, bro. Because your ego is the thing that's actually destroying you right now. And the market has been what? The market got a bounce. We've had this very strong move up and now we're going sideways. This is actually a very bullish pattern what we're forming right now. Don't you realize that? And I know about a week ago you shorted it and you're like, oh, I shorted it. I shorted the highs and the market went down the next day. I shorted it. The market went down. I told you, John, the market's going to go down. Shorted it. Then the market bounces off. Come on, bro. Seriously, wake up to yourself. What are you doing? You're trading with your ego right now. And there is no place for ego in the markets. I promise you, guys. I promise you, Rav. 6 months from now, you know, you're not going to be doing well. Could be the top or could be a breakout confirmation area, in my opinion. Well, we probably have, like I'm telling you right now, guys, by looking at this here, by exactly what I said before about this big V bottom here and what's actually happening here right now, there's like an 80% chance, guys, we're going to break above this resistance level and race back up to these highs again. And the Dow Jones as well too, right? There's a very, very, very big there's a very big chance of this holding here right now, breaking above 26,500. And if it breaks that 26,500, it's going to be all-time new highs and then the next target is 29,000. Don't fight the market. The market, there's nothing bearish about this, guys. Very strong buyers. Listen to the markets. Listen to the market. Listen to the market. Listen to the market. You're not smarter than the market. I'm not smarter than the markets. The worst thing that I've ever done in my entire trading career is try to project what I want the market to tell me. No, I listen to the market. Let me take a sip of water before I throw it. Rav and Jesse, how about that? You guys should just go give your money to charity. There's nothing bearish about this, guys. Seriously, big, strong buyers. We've got a little bit of a pullback. We could be getting ready to break up to new highs, guys, and go for a big run again. And remember, anything can happen in the market. Anything. And you must flow with the market. Oh, definitely. I sleep much better at night when I have a nice glass of water before. Cool, Dusty. Cool. What helps me sleep at night, Dusty, is having actually a hot green tea. Something about the green tea helps. If I've had carbs and stuff, it helps with that as well. And I know something that just calms me down. Are you more of a day trader or a swing trader? Office, I'm not either. I'm a trader, which means that if I get into a trade and it's a 2-minute chart, I'm probably going to be in and out of that with pretty quickly. Call that a day trader. But if I trade the exact same setup on the daily chart, and then I might be in that for a month, maybe one day. So, yeah, I don't ever tell the market what I want to see. I say, market, you tell me what's going on. Entering the market with a non-biased view is the most powerful stance you can ever have when trading. I'm going to say that once again, guys. Listen to me. Entering the market or looking at the market with a non-biased view is the most powerful stance you can have, because now the market is always right. And the market's always given us some sort of clue on what's going on. Like I shared with you today, right? Like you see the transportation average. What did the transports do? It created that lower low, then it created a lower high, and we broke down. What's happening right now on the Dow Jones? We've actually created a higher high. We created a lower high through here. So a lower high, now a higher high. That's definitely not bears in control right now. So it's absolutely crazy. So you got Rav trying to short the market right now, think it's the top when the market's clearly made a higher high. We could be getting a higher low, and you've got Jesse on the short term anyway. We've got Jesse, and the market's making higher lows. Still after all this time trying to short the markets. You've got two people right now. It doesn't matter what the market does; they're still trying to be right with their positions. Please, guys, please, if you want to do well out of this, then don't fight the markets. You must respect the markets, and respecting the markets simply means you're looking at the market with a non-biased view. Now, yes, anything can happen, but how are you trading the markets right now that can help you for the rest of your life? Yippee-doo-day, you made money on buying puts on Apple at this point, and you sold it for this point. Who cares? I made $500,000 trading Bitcoin. Yeah? Well, I didn't care about that. I made $1 million, John, last year, on a couple of really big trades. Really? Was that a setup, or was that just because you got into a stock that really took off? You see what I'm saying here, guys? So anyway, let's actually continue through here. Boeing. How's Boeing going right now? Cool. You got into a long-term swing in Boeing. Okay, that actually may be a good idea. But right now we're at this resistance level right now, so we could be getting this. This actually could be some sort of blow off top here. So yeah, this actually could be getting some sort of blow off top here, which means, especially by looking at this weekly chart here, which means that this actually could be this big move up and then a big drop down. This actually could be the final top, because we've done a lot of price here. We've done a big move up and then sideways. So this actually could be some sort of end of trend move, potentially. Anyway, I don't know. Um, oh, look at this here. This is so interesting. I would say 80% chance. Well, I'm telling you, when we're looking at the markets anyway, guys, the stock market right now has I would say an 80% chance of breaking up and breaking up to new highs. The Dow Jones that is here. So we're getting a very, very, very strong, strong move here. So, Jesse, my man. So Jesse actually, this is interesting that Jesse actually put a comment here. And Jesse said, this is the fakest bullshit market ever in history. Our GDP is crap. 2029 recession. America is NKT, an island by itself. The world is slowing down. America. Jesse, who cares about that? Who cares about the GDP? Who cares about that? What you should be caring about is how you're still trading these markets. That's what you should be focused on, not the GDP, not the fundamentals or any of that sort of crap. Because it's not the market that gets you, Jesse. It's you that gets you. You still trade the market the same way. And your girlfriend deserves you to give you a bit of a kick in the butt side and say, listen here, mate, smarten your shit up. Smarten your shite bucket up. You know what? Let's do this here. Let's do this here. There we go. How's that? All right, cool. All right, so I'm just gonna bring up the camera, guys. This is raw and raw. I didn't give a damn. I got the Rocky shirt on again. Love the Rocky shirt. Let's let me now continue with with the sessions through here. Damn. All righty, guys. So let me continue now through here. Show us your guns. So why would I go long on oil right now at resistance? Why would you go short when the market's going up? It dropped 3 times from its current level. Doesn't mean it's going to continue that way. You don't just short something. You don't just buy something because that's resistance. That's your problem still, Jesse. That's your problem still. I told you guys, look at this. It's 1.5 liters. Oh, man. How do I know then when to buy, sell? Jesse, my man, are you listening? It's called you spending time developing a trading system, which means a trading pattern, and only trading that. You're still trading because you think it's a good idea. Or you hope it's a good idea. Do you know Tone Vass, John? No. I remember when he was calling the all-time high after the initial drop on Bitcoin and almost got to 17K. I said it's a bull trap. I see the same with you today, John. No offense. Same with me. Well, Rav, I'm not calling top or bottom right now. I'm not calling top or bottom right now. So that's not the same with me. I'm not calling top. I'm saying, okay, what's the market telling me? Let's make a decision based on that. That's all, Rav. Remember, Rav, your ego is your ego is way out of with way out of whack right now, bro. I'm not calling top or bottom right now in the market. I'm just saying this is what the market's telling me. Then that's all I have to do. So yeah, so I definitely I definitely wouldn't be saying that. Now Rav, if you want to compare anyone, you're saying that Tone Vass, remember he was calling the all-time highs after the initial drop on Bitcoin, almost got to 17,000. I said it was a bull trap. The thing with Bitcoin at that time was that, yeah, it went for a massive vertical spike. So I could understand how that would be a bull trap because of the vertical spike. But that's not the same as what's happening right now. You're trying to be right with the market, bro. You're still trying to be right with the market. I try to be right with the market. Don't fight it. Oh, I tell you, what is confirmation? Jesse B, my man, I told you this before, that you either have to invest in someone, you have to take your money that you have and invest in someone and get your shit sorted, or you spend time understanding a pattern. Go back to my session that I did before this. Understanding a pattern, understanding exactly what the pattern looks like, exactly what the confirmation candle looks like, all that sort of stuff. That's what you need to spend time on. That's what confirmation is. And so until you have that, you're still doing the same shit over and over again. But you know what? That's okay. Because people like me who trade take your money when there is a setup. So just keep trading the way you are, and I'll keep taking your money. Because you're part of the 90% who just keep doing that sort of stuff. And people like me who come in when it's right, time is right, hit it hard. Thank you very much for your homemade biscuits. Cheers. On to the next trade. What did Jesse B say here? Jesse B said, you know, all those stupid ass bonds ads saying he's the bull trader god. I hate all those ads. You know what you should hate more, Jesse? Yourself, for being that stupid to do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That's what you should be pissed at. You should be pissed at yourself for not being a man and to actually make it happen. Tick, 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 tick. You should be pissed at yourself, bro. Nothing else. And until you get to that point, and until you stop, I want to punch that guy in the mouth. Oh, really, Jesse? You know what? You should be punching yourself in the mouth for doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. John just trades his setup. Of course, Cube. Why would I trade anything else? Because anytime I think something's going to happen, never happens. I'm telling you right now, guys, like I've lost so much money in the past by doing that shit. Now, I don't care if I don't take a trade for the whole month. Guess what? I'm still up compared to you guys. You guys are still chasing your tail around. I'm just sitting here waiting for a setup. I haven't traded for a month. That's okay. You guys are down 10% because you're chasing this market all over the place. And my account's still at break even. Then maybe next month I have 3 or 4 really good trades. Ting, ting, ting. That's okay. Jesse, did you hear what I just said just there? Listen, bro. Listen. I have access to one of the most successful private traders on the planet right now. I know what it takes. That's right, Cube. Simplicity in trading. The only way. Exactly right. So, so that's what trading is all about, guys. It really is. It's not about being right on one market, right? It's not about being right on one market or anything like that. You know, it's like you know what I do trade, guys? You know what I do trade, and I'll give you guys a bit of a just give me a sec, guys. Give me 1 sec. Alrighty, I'm back. Yes, I had to pee. I had to pee. How's my hair looking right now? There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? Instead of looking like it did before. All right. You know what I do trade, guys? You want to see my secret sauce? You know what's helped me? You know what's helped me do so well in the markets, especially lately. You really want to know the key? I'm going to share the secret sauce with you. Ready? Ready? You ready? It's called this. See this here? See this here? You know what this is? It's called a massage ball. On the shoulders. Maybe the shoulders here. It's called a massage ball. But you know what I use it for, Jesse? Whenever I'm about to get into a trade that doesn't meet my plan, I do this. What are you doing? And that's the secret sauce, guys. That's all you need. It's need one of them. That's the secret sauce. You can just do that. Before, you know, and if you're about to get into a trade that just because you think it's a good idea or it looks like it's going to happen or all that sort of stuff, that's the secret sauce. Do this. Bam, bam, bam. Right? But my real secret sauce is this guy. Is this guy. This is the playbook. This is the playbook for my trading system that my private clients get. And it is a step-by-step guide of exactly what to look for in the most highest probability trading setup on the planet. And it really is. Because when you get an A quality setup, 90+% of the time, you do that. This is the playbook to kicking ass in the markets. And people who follow it do well. People who don't are like Jesse B, who just keep going. That's the secret sauce, guys. And plus this here, right? Plus this here, because I have one of them says buy, the other one says hold, and the other one says neutral. So if I spin it and stop it, whatever that says, that's what I get. That's what I do. That's how I make my decisions to get into the market. Okay, cool. That's what I should do today. It says neutral. Okay, cool. Let's what do you think of fractional trades or Bollinger Bands? Jesse B, I think that is yeah, exactly. Yeah, foolproof. Yeah, that's what makes me do so well in the market. All I say is this, Jesse, right? if you are not deriving an at least an opinion based on what the market is telling you, the stock market, the charts, forget Bollinger Bands, forget indicators for anything else, then nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Let me say that again. If you are not at least deriving an opinion based on what the market is telling you, then nothing else matters. It's not the indicators. Guys, like, no, let me do this here, guys. Let me show you this here. All right, let me go to the charts. Let me show you how I used to trade. This is how I used to trade, guys. Oh, you can't even see my screen. Let me share my screen right now. Here. This is how I used to trade. What an absolute mess. Probably your guys' charts look like that too. Oh, it's at the 200. It's below this. It's below that. Da, 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 da. So that's how I used to trade, guys. With the Bollinger Bands and the 3 moving averages, and this is called a double stochastic here. I used to trade like this. Now, actually, not where's that there? Now, this is all it is right now. Just this. That's all you need. And what I'm looking at right now, guys, if you understand how the markets work and you study price action, this is a very, very bullish pattern right now, guys. And we have a very good chance, RAV, we have a very good chance of breaking up to new highs. That's what the market is telling me right now. Not me trying to be right with the markets. Please listen. So you don't use stochastics or an RSI anymore? No, Jib, no. All I use to trade is this here. Is 1 moving average. Now I do use sometimes 2 moving averages, and let me actually share that with you here for a minute. So sometimes I do use 2 moving averages, and the reason why I use 2 moving averages, I use the 52, but I also use the 9. And when I'm in a trade, sometimes I use the 9 moving average as a more of a scaling out exit tool. So when I'm in a trade, I use that as a scaling out exit tool. But my decisions are based on this. And then I use the 9 as more of an exit tool. But yeah, that's all I trade with. And put it this way, guys, when I did trade the other way, I was at a 60% win-loss ratio, trading a lot with all the indicators. Now I kick ass majority of the time, 90+% of the time. And this is all I trade with. You can do this, guys. You can do this. You really, really can do this, guys. Okay, you just got to step back and you got to ask yourself, how serious are you about this? Because remember, guys. Okay, remember this. It's never ever. It's never ever about you being right with the markets. Okay, what you want to ask yourself is, how am I trading today that is setting myself up for the rest of my life? What am I doing right now that, what am I doing right now that can potentially get myself to a 7-figure income in the markets? Because there's plenty of people out there that do that. Like that's what I say, guys. I have access to one of the most successful private traders on the planet, and I know the way he trades. Now, why is he a multiple 7-figure trader? Because he has the confidence to put on 100 or so grand per trade, trading any market. Oh, that's okay for him, John. He has that money in his account. Yeah, really? Do you know there was a time? Do you know there was a time where he completely blew himself out of the water, lost $500,000 in one night, completely blew his account up. He had to go back to work, save $5,000 and start all over again. Do you realize that? And within, I think it was about within maybe 6 years, 6 years from a $5,000 trading account, he was earning more than $1 million a year from that $5,000 trading account. And then now, and he just crazy. He's like, you know, and no doubt, guys, no doubt, the way that he's trading right now, guys, no doubt that he'd earn between $5 and $10 million this year. Private trader. I see what he does. So when I come to you guys with the things that matter the most in the markets, I'm telling you guys, because I learn from the best. Now, I invest in the best as well, too. That's why people say, oh, I don't want to invest in the coaching. It's too expensive. Do you know how much money I invest with this other guy? Oh, tens of thousands of dollars I've invested with him over my time. But I do that because that's going to shortcut my success. That's bad advice, John. What's bad advice, Dusty? That and $1 million. What? Yes, to the bathroom again. What's bad advice? That's easy to do, John, when you're in a bull market for 10 years. No, Jesse, no, that has nothing to do with it. Has absolutely nothing to do with it, because he doesn't trade just the stock market. In fact, majority of his trades are on a 1 minute chart, 2 minute chart, 5 minute charts, 15-minute charts on all markets. Meaning like the futures markets, the Forex markets. So it's both bull and bears. He's a short-term trader sometimes, and sometimes he's capturing big moves on a 2 minute chart. So that's got nothing to do with it, Jesse. It's not that he was lucky. It's like just last night, just in the last 12 hours, he's made, I don't know, probably close to 100 grand. Between 50 and 100 grand just in the last 12 hours. I've seen his trades he's done. So, yeah. And guess what? All those trades were short trades, by the way. So guys, you can do this. You really, really can. You really, really, really can do this. Okay. Nothing is stopping you from doing well in the markets. You just gotta have a hard look at yourself and say, okay, what is it that successful traders do, and what do I need to start working on? And when you do that, you can start to kick ass, guys. You really can. Throw your ego out the window, throw your thoughts or what you hope is going to happen at the window, and then learn how to read these charts, because the better you can read these charts, the better trader you'll be. The better you can read these charts, the better trader you'll be. And that's just what it takes. Okay. And then you can just go from there. So with that being said, guys, I am done for today. Thank you so much for today, guys. I appreciate it. I have lots of fun doing these live sessions for you guys. Yeah, if you haven't grabbed the free trading course yet, then do all that sort of stuff. You can get a coaching call with me and all that sort of stuff. If you are interested in coming to that platinum event where you come and live with me for 3 or 4 days and we trade live and all that sort of stuff I was saying at the start, then just email me at howtrader@gmail.com. howtrader@gmail.com. And then maybe we can have a chat. Again, it's only for 5 people because you live with me in a house and we go crazy for 3 or 4 days. So, all right, guys, thanks a lot. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you guys next time.